In the heart of ancient Tamil Nadu, surrounded by sacred groves and temple towns, lived a mystic whose words have echoed through time, Thirumoolar. A yogi, a poet, and a spiritual visionary, Thirumoolar is best known for his monumental work Thirumanthiram, a Tamil scripture that stands as one of the foundational texts of Shaiva Siddhanta. Comprising over 3,000 poetic verses, this work is not merely a religious text but a deep exploration of yoga, philosophy, ethics, medicine, and the soul's journey toward liberation. One of Thirumoolar's central teachings is the sacredness of the human body. He writes, Uḍampē kōvil, meaning, the body is the temple. To him, the divine does not dwell in distant heavens, but within our very selves. The body is not something to be neglected or scorned in the pursuit of spiritual growth. It is the very means through which realization is achieved. Therefore, he emphasizes treating the body with care, purity, and discipline. Through yoga, proper diet, and breath control, one purifies the body and prepares it as a vessel for divine experience. Thirumoolar also places profound emphasis on love. In one of his most famous declarations, he says, "Uḍampē Saivam, love is Shiva." In these simple words, he dissolves the boundary between God and human emotion. True devotion, he teaches, is not found in empty rituals or complex philosophies, but in the pure and selfless expression of love. Compassion, kindness, and selfless service are not just virtues, they are forms of worship. When one sees all beings with love, one sees God in all. Breath, according to Thirumoolar, is the bridge between the body and the soul. He goes beyond the physical practice of breathing to explore its spiritual potential. In the Thirumanthiram, he speaks extensively about pranayama, the control of the breath, as a gateway to awakening the inner energy, kundalini. The breath governs the mind, and through mastering it, one can silence thoughts, purify the nadis or energy channels, and ultimately attain higher states of consciousness. This process, he says, leads the seeker to the realization of the eternal self. Thirumoolar also speaks of silence, not just as the absence of speech, but as a profound state of being. To him, silence is not empty, it is full. It is the language of the soul. In silence, one hears the voice of truth, the whisper of God. He suggests that beyond the noise of ritual and the chatter of the mind lies a deep, unshakable stillness, and in that stillness, liberation is found. In essence, Thirumoolar's teachings invite us to look inward. He doesn't ask us to renounce the world, but to transform our perception of it. The body becomes sacred, love becomes divine, breath becomes a path, and silence becomes truth. These are not mere philosophical ideas, they are practices, ways of living, that can lead to a life of peace, clarity, and spiritual fulfillment. Though he lived over 1,000 years ago, Thirumoolar's wisdom remains as relevant today as ever, a guide for anyone seeking to live a life of depth, purpose, and inner joy.